Big and Hungry.
It's called Big and Hungry. Okay, and the comedians Bryan Callen and Steve Byrne. Please make some noise.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. Yes.
How are you?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How's it going?
Set our cameras
you?
up. There it is, huh?
How's it going?
What's up, Nashville? What's going on, Sanies? Huh? A live podcast. We have no outline or anything, do we? But
I want to thank my landscaper for coming down after a long
hey,
day. Look at him.
there he is.
Still got the shades on?
I could tell
You're
by his
welcome.
hands.
Thank you.
You got it. He smells like moss and ferns and whatever vegetation grows in Nashville. Fucking. Oh, okay.
That's enough, sir. Thank you.
Nashville oak. Do you have oak here? People who know the difference between trees are annoying. Like, you know what I mean? Is that a spruce? You know when people. Well, it's fucking this whole field of spruce, and I was hunting with my bow.
Dude.
Already you lost me.
We just sat down.
Sorry.
I'm on the show with you, and I'm like, is he talking about trees? What the fuck? I can only imagine what you guys are thinking. You're like, is he talking about... I'm with you. I'm
you're a
on the show.
landscaper.
I know. Yeah, look at him. He looks like an Amber Alert. He's got a mustache. He's got the sunglasses on at night. Are you fucking this guy? That's a yes. Okay. What's that? What's that, sir? Every now and then. Every now and then. Very nice. Good.
He's
Good.
This guy can fuck, and he's a hell of an arborist. A couple things I look for in a friend. First of all, can you fuck? And second of all, you an arborist?
Well,
Tell me that's
after
a
he's done
spruce.
fucking you, he wants you to sit in the sunlight for 15 minutes, at least.
Fucking burn. Classic fucking burn.
Classic burn. Fuck
Classic burn. Oh.
yeah. Get some SPF. That's a classic burn.
What's funny about the difference between Twix, you and I, is that you're wearing lifestyle sneakers, and mine, I'm ready to fucking run. You know what I'm saying? In case I get caught in the wilderness, these aren't going to break down on me. You can twist your ankle, and what's going to happen is you're going to go, I can't go on. And I'm going to be like, it's fucking an ice storm coming, let's go. And you're like, I can't. And then I'm going to have to fucking throw you on my shoulders. Yeah, and hoof it out. And fear not, because I got my Swiss engineered shoes on.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, hold on, let me tie my shoe. You are picking me up over your shoulders like a fireman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then do me
With
a
your
favor.
shirt off.
Yeah, of course.
Sweat glistening.
Of course, dude. Of course.
Eating beef
bro.
jerky.
Well, I do cold weather training, but
Okay.
but say to me, this is what I always want to say to certain things like this. Go, yeah, how the fuck are you gonna make it? I weigh more than you do. Watch.
I can make it. I weigh more than you do.
Well, it's bad acting. I don't believe you.
I was trying to remember the first line, and you said it too quickly.
I just want to say something like this. I want to go. I just want to have you on my back, and I just want to go. I've been getting ready for this moment my whole fucking life.
Okay.
I have this because I'm in Nashville and I'm looking at houses. Well, man.
Well, can I just say this before you?
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out to the first recording of the Big and Hungry podcast. Thank you so much for coming out, Nashville. We truly appreciate it. It is wonderful to be here with Bryan. Bryan, thank you so much for having me along for the ride. And I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out tonight. And now you are going to go on a run here because I know how you
well, no, we've known each
pontificate.
other.
But but you're here in Nashville and you're giving serious thought to moving here. I recently moved here. I moved here a month ago.
And I'll respect the lay of the land. I'm not going to be a Californian who's going to come in here and try to change things. I respect. I'm coming here because I like Nashville.
Well, the minute you move here, I know
do.
some great lifestyle sneaker shops to bring, I think, down the street. So I'll show you around. You get some lifestyle shoes. They're nice.
Fuck that, bro. I want shoes. I want shoes that allow me to okay, watch this. Ask me, you're a shoe salesman.
Here we go.
And ask me what kind of shoes I'm looking for. What am I looking to do in my shoes? Go ahead. Watch this.
Sir, what are you looking to do in your shoes?
I want to bear down. That's so fucking cool. I don't give a shit if you guys don't appreciate that. It's fucking awesome. I'm looking for some shoes I can step into in case I gotta bear down. Fuck, that's so fucking heroic. All right, I'm the only one. But I have a fantasy. I don't know. I have this whole image of myself, my new Nashville
Of impressing
self.
Al Bundy?
No, I want to get a house. I want to get a taste.
Thank you for being the only one that got that. Thank you, sir. Thank you. The lone shooter here got my joke. Fuck you guys. Thank you, sir.
The lonely shooter.
He looks like he checked a trench coat and you'd stay away from his trunk. That's right there. That's the one you'll see on Dateline in
God
6
bless
months.
him.
Right here.
It's just very. I agree. Yeah. No, I wanna like when you moved here, when you moved to a new place, what were you thinking of? What were you thinking of? What was different about Nashville that you didn't have in California? Like what was Steve Byrne now? Who's Nashville Steve Byrne?
Nashville Steve Byrne.
Yeah. Because usually you
I've
were
been
Stevie
here
Cakes,
for I'm Stevie Cakes.
but now you're fucking Stevie Nash. Fucking
Well, my
sounds-
wife asked me, why do you want to move to here? You be my wife. Asked me why I want to
Okay.
move to Nashville.
Hey, Steve. She's got a really deep voice.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
No, I know. His wife.
After I'm done helping her, I go, three more, bitch. She's like, okay.
She's actually gorgeous. She's got a huge dick.
Easy.
I
I
don't know. She's a beautiful woman.
Easy. She's hairy.
Okay, no, she's beautiful.
She's a hairy
She's
woman.
awesome. She's awesome. And your kids are so fucking well behaved.
Will you ask me?
Okay, sorry. But okay. What was I going to ask you? What are you doing
Don't
here?
touch me.
Okay.
Why do you want to move to Nashville?
Oh yeah. Okay, Steve. Hi. Why do you want to move to Nashville?
I told you, stay in the fucking kitchen. And when I want to talk to you, I'll ask you for a recipe or something needs to be swept up. Now you shut the fuck up. You got that? That's not what I said. Here, take two. This is what actually take two.
That is so offensive. Okay, take two. Take two. My fantasy is I made you a pie, and I want to be like, I don't eat fucking gluten. Yeah. And she's like, I know, I was just testing you. I'm like, I fucking break out the venison and the fucking yams. And she's like, starch? And I'm like, I fucking earned it. Yeah. I'm just super crazy about my diet, guys, which is why. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He was doing this. Can you give him 3 quick poses, and I'm going to tell them what I suggested you name your next hour special.
Oh yeah. So my next. Like,
I'm going to tell him. Can I tell him?
Yeah.
But you do your poses.
This is going to be what I'm going to. This is the pose I'm going to have
in front of my kids. He's doing this shit.
There's going to be. It's going to be 2 pictures probably. One is going to be this.
And I told him he should call it
Petting zoo. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's the greatest fucking thing I've ever heard. I swear to God, you're gonna see my white as shit 54-year-old body, my fucking golf physique like that. And it's, because my body, it's like, I've always wanted, I'll never be happy because I'm not a Spanish dancer. And also because, well, it's true. And also because I'm not fucking impossibly muscular. I want to be just fucking, I do. I want to be stupid. Fucking stupid. Like, bro, you're terrifying. I'm just fun. And I love guys like that. They're like, I don't even lift. What the fuck, Like, how do you get a body like that? I live close to the bone, I guess. That's, you don't even know what that means. I'm just stupid shredded. And because my body, my girlfriend went, she goes, you have a good body, Like she went up in her voice, like the way you would describe a Honda. You know what I mean? It's a good car.
Reliable,
Yeah, it's a good car. It's not a Mercedes, but it's a good car.
It's nice, yeah. It's nice. When I pull my pants down and my dick comes out, it makes the noise of when a button is too tight and it springs off. Like that's what it's on, because it just unleashes quickly, but it's travel size in nature. So it's
And then I'm behind you and I go, hydraulics. That'd be pretty cool. Like I come, you just bing like that, and I just step out behind a bush and I go hydraulics, and then she's like, "Why is there a bush in your living room?" You know what I mean? I don't know.
Why is Bryan?
And then we go, and then I go, "This guy fucking potted it, and he's the landscaper." I don't know.
Call back.
He does. I do interiors.
Are you going to ask me?
What was I? Oh yeah. What are you doing in Nashville? Why'd you move to Nashville? Right?
Yeah, you're my wife.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Steve,
Yeah, honey.
why Nashville?
Because I want to bear down.
Holy fuck! I believed you there. Fucking, that was an amazing Bryan Callen. You don't
Ask me
you don't have
one
my
more
jaw,
time.
but that was an
Ask
amazing.
me
Bryan.
one more time. Ask me one more
All right.
time.
Steve,
Yeah.
why Nashville?
Because I want to bear down.
But can I just stop you? Hold that, freeze.
Yeah,
just
this-
hold on. You
this what-
fucking are the worst bodybuilder. You look like
No
a
shit.
shitty reindeer. You have horns. That's not how you fucking pose. You don't. That's not. They don't go. This is not. You fucking grab the back
I'm not
of your head.
auditioning for 42nd Street. I know that.
I know, but you don't
Yeah.
like.
I'm
anyway.
holding a microphone too.
Oh, I got you. But you got to hold the back of your head. I'll work on. We'll pose down tomorrow. I'll work on.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll grease up.
But I am okay. That's why you wanted to move to Nashville.
No, I did want to move to Nashville because quarantine hit. My wife and I, she's from Minnesota, I'm from Pittsburgh. We're both kind of Rust Belt kids, I guess. And I always liked LA. I appreciate Los Angeles, but I never fell in love with Los Angeles. And we
Yeah.
always knew at some point we're going to get out of here.
Right.
And when the quarantine hit, and after the first like 3 or 4 weeks, we're like, okay, the restrictions are in place. You want to do what you can to be a good citizen. And then it just kept going and going. And I was like, there's going to be 3 chalk outlines in my fucking house if I don't get the fuck out of Dodge soon. And my wife and I, we talked to a great comic out of here, Nate Bargatze.
Yep.
And he
The
became
great
a great
Nate.
ambassador. And I talk to him quite often. And I recently moved to Arrington, and I fucking love it. Every day is a blessing out here. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to LA
And
twice.
I'm about 2 weeks away from getting a pickup truck.
I know.
Yes, sir.
I know.
Oh, I'm okay. You know, can I get a Jameson on the rocks, please? Would you like anything?
I'll have one too. I'm peer
He'll have-
pressure.
No, I'll tell him what you wanted. He wanted a cherry Jello shot, please.
Oh, come on, man.
Extra whipped cream. That's what you asked for. You said what kind of Jello shots you guys got on tap?
Let me get a protein shake with 2 straws, shaved ice. And I'm kidding.
I'll get a Jameson, please. And then what did you want?
I'll get a Jameson.
You will?
Yeah, I don't know, just because
Fuck
it sounds
yeah.
good.
All right.
But I have that fantasy. I've been in LA 25 years, and I won't miss it at all.
You will miss. You can't say. I hate people that
I
leave
don't
LA
think I
and like
will.
fuck LA. It's like I still love LA. There's
No,
things I love about it.
I do too, but it's such a mercenary town. Like it's one of those places. There's a joke, and it's really true, where 2 producers are talking, and the one producer goes, "You're lying to me," and the other one goes, "I know, but let me finish." You know, it's really true. And I remember.
Sorry. Here you go.
It's just a place where you're coming to scale that wall that you
Thank you,
think
sir.
you need to climb, and so
Yeah.
I think that can be lonely.
I also think the ideology in Los Angeles has gotten way out of hand. Way out of fucking hand. It's almost too left. It's to the point where it's so left, it makes me want to like get red boy shorts on and a MAGA hat and just roller skate down Sunset like, fuck y'all! Like I can't take it. And I'm like, I'm a centrist. I understand both perspectives, but I just tweeted something today or on Instagram. I got a ton of shit and some comments.
What did you tweet?
I wrote, I don't know if I want to identify myself politically in Hollywood because the choices are either a Democrat or misogynist, racist, homophobe. So I just...
Yeah, I think that Trump was such a terrifying figure.
Easy.
Easy. No, I think though he was so...
China.
He was China.
China.
China was... Thank you for your vote, first
Bryan,
of
you
all.
got a great body. One of the best I've ever seen. I love your body. It's a phenomenal body. Melania's got a great body, but then you look at this one, it's like, am I in Rome? Am I looking at a statue? Thank you, Bryan.
Thank you. It's good. It's very good.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers, buddy.
It's good to
bless you.
share the stage with you, buddy.
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you. Yeah, I think he was just he terrified enough people that he got them to swing all the way, and he was a very polarizing figure. Doesn't matter. I'm not a fucking pundit. Here, let's get back to Nashville. I have a fantasy of not being political. I want to come here, and I want a fucking truck, and I want a truck. I want a fucking truck with a hitch. Yeah, with a hitch. I don't know what. I've never done anything with a hitch. I have no idea how to hitch anything to a fucking truck. But I want a fucking hitch, and I want it to be chromed out. Like I want it to be. I will fucking polish it. I want it to hurt your eyes. I want it to be like, is that the burning bush? Nah, it's just Bryan. He's been taking fucking polish to his hitch, and it ain't gonna be chrome plated. Fuck you, man. I want it pure chrome. I want it fucking chrome all the way through. And then I want on the front of my fucking truck, I want a crank. You know those cranks with a winch. I said a winch. I meant winch. A fucking winch. I meant a winch. And I wanna have coffee, but I wanna sit outside and I wanna crank my winch. And I want it to have thick fucking rope like this in case I got to do work in the field, because I got to pull a fucking stump out the ground. And yeah. And I want to have, you won't be able to tell what my accent is, but once in a while I'll say y'all, and I'll crank my winch, and I'll be polishing my fucking chrome. And then I'm going to have America on the side of my in red, white, and blue flash paint. America. And then I get to fucking carry a piece fucking legally. I'm going to keep it. I might have 2 6-shooters crossed out like this. So when I fucking reach, I'm coming across my fucking body like that. And that's another fantasy. Or I have 2 6-shooters here and they fucking pearl out. They pearl out, pearl handles. Like I got a fucking tail. I got an ivory fucking tail, 2 tails that I can pull out, and I'm gonna wear chaps with nothing underneath. And
I could just see the guy.
I'm gonna date guys. No. Sorry. I got carried away. No, I didn't mean that part. But
I could just see the guy at the Chevy dealership like, can we get security, please? This guy's standing and dramatically telling me, I want to fucking hit. It's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? What kind of truck you want?
Yeah, a winch. Well,
what kind of gas mileage you want in your fucking vehicle?
I want
I want a fucking chrome hitch. What a hitch.
I want like that engine. Like I want to get a block a gallon. I want an engine that fucking the shittiest gas mileage. Fucking tires that are good for the moon. And then, yep. I want that. And then I want a fucking dog. I want a fucking working line, straight back German Shepherd that is trained to bite your fucking face off if I say. Otherwise, friendly as shit. Yeah. And I'm going to name him like something nobody else knows. Like, hey! You know? Yeah, his name's going to be a sound. Hey! You know? Say hey! You know, that's his name.
Bryan, can you give me the whiskey, please? I think you're done.
I have such a fantasy. I can't wait to.
Well, I'll tell you, when you do come here, I think there is a rebuke, on the coasts if you show any sense of patriotism. My father served, my brother served the military, and since moving here,
14 USO tours. 14, this motherfucker. 14.
I will tell you,
he went to Afghanistan.
I do appreciate the sense of patriotism. I bleed red, white, and blue. And when I say that, I mean the flag, the North Korean flag, the South Korean flag,
hold on,
the English flag, the French flag, Australia, Thailand.
Don't say North.
Russia.
Take back the North.
I'm a nationalist. I'm a globalist and a nationalist at the same. So I bleed red, white. I think we can all agree we can cheers to the greatest red, white, and blue of them all. Pabst Blue Ribbon, ladies and gentlemen.
Pabst
PBR.
Blue Ribbon. He's got He's got a tattoo of George Soros. Show them your. I don't know. I want to.
But you're seriously giving consideration to Nashville as your home?
Yeah, I'm looking at property on Saturday.
Beautiful.
And I love it because it's in LA. In LA, if you have $1 million is a fuckload of money. I don't care what anybody says. $1 million. If you try to buy a house for $1 million in Los Angeles, they're like, it's so adorable. Listen to this one. He's got $1 million.
In Barstow?
Like pauper. And here, it's like it's getting crazy, but it's still manageable.
Yeah, LA. I look. You do what you can. You go out there. You as an entertainer, you pack your bags. You have no idea what's going to come of the next few years. And I remember when I got Sullivan and Son on TBS, the first car I ever gave myself. I got a gift. I was like, I'm gonna blow some fucking cash now, and I got my dream car, a Saturn, and it's got the third door, and it's amazing, that third door. It's so fun, man, and just the moonroof. It's the shit.
A fucking Saturn, and when he opens her up, man, I mean that fucking thing purrs. Fucking Saturn. I'll make sure my truck's got a ramp for you to ride up when she gets tired. You can get on my fucking truck and I'll ride you the rest of the way. Fucking Saturn. Does it come with the Communist Manifesto in the fucking trunk?
Oh, so I thought this might be interesting because
what are you gonna do?
we are.
I always get nervous because you have tricks.
I do have tricks.
Fucking my nudes.
My wife's got a dick, remember? That's the biggest trick of them all.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You fucking son of a bitch.
Such a cheap joke, and you guys laugh at
So
it.
I thought it'd be fun for me to visit your IMDb page. Because the reason I bring this up is because this piece of shit to my left, Bryan Callen, my friend, on my computer, I found some old clips. Some old video clips, okay?
Yeah.
And I saw a video clip of, I was like, why is there a high heel with a cabasa in this shoe? Anyway, but I found this clip of a talk show I did for Esquire. It was called You're Welcome, and I was the host of my own talk show as a pilot. Russell Peters, Sarah Tiana, Nassim Pedrad, and Bryan Callen was in it. So I'm playing it, and I'm getting ready to go to bed. I go, Bryan, come here, check this out. And I showed him this clip, and it made me laugh. He goes, what is that? I go, this is the pilot I did. He goes, when was that? I was like, it's just a few years ago. He goes, did I do that? I'm like, you piece of shit. I asked you to do it. And
zero recollection. Literally zero. I can't believe I did it.
He had no idea that he did a talk show for me.
I really did.
So I thought, all right, let's go through this. Your first acting, no, you can't look.
Okay.
Your first acting credit.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's got to be something before this.
Yes.
Mad TV. That's what's listed.
Yes.
Is that the first?
In the original cast, yes.
This was the very first credit you had. That was baptism by fire because I didn't belong there. It's funny because the audition was I couldn't go back to Hoboken, New Jersey. I was living over a Chinese restaurant, and it would be hot. And China, and they would cook. And Kung flu, and they would be cooking, and it would waft into our apartment. Me and my buddy Dave, and I just couldn't. I remember saying to myself, I can't fail. I can't go back. I truly was like, I don't think I can handle it. They flew me to LA, and I was doing stand up, and I was temping. I was temping at Goldman Sachs. I was making coffee and running. It was when they had copiers before we had email, and I would go and make copies. And here you go, and these smart people, and you feel like such a fucking loser. So wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You put me right there, and I was like, holy shit! This is so. When you make copies, what do you do? It's like you painted such a picture. It's like, holy shit!
They had a fucking winch, and you had to winch it out. You had to winch it the fuck out. And that's the kind of copies we did. And which is why you know that
you made a copy. You said, "Here you go," and it was like, "Fuck, man, that's crazy."
Well,
dude.
I did all this shit. Okay, I was a temp. I did all the dirty work.
Yeah.
And then I got this, I was doing bad stand-up, and they were looking for a quote-unquote leading man. I was cute when I was younger. And they had me, they wanted me to play the roles of like leading in the sketches. You know. So I had to go to LA. I remember they said, we're flying you to LA. And I was like, holy shit. And this is my chance. And I had to come up with 5 characters and do 2 scenes. And I didn't really have characters. Mm-hmm. And so I just came up with them on the plane. But
Are you
course,
serious?
Yeah, but of course I'd been doing them in my own mind. So I was so desperate
Right.
to succeed. I was so desperate. And because I felt like if I didn't make it soon, I was never gonna make it. Like
Right.
and my father, who I love very much, but my father was so desperately worried that I was gonna be a loser.
Yep.
I mean, just in general. Like, he couldn't talk to me because he was just, he grew up really poor, and he'd give me this life, and he was like, this fucking kid's gonna be an actor. And my mother read me a letter from her friend saying, I'm very worried about Bryan because he's gonna try to be an actor and no one ever makes it, and his chances of making it are, you know. And so.
And your father's from finance, correct?
Yes. So
Financial
I remember going, if I don't do this, and it was the only time I've ever been desperate enough. I think I was so desperate that I came up with characters out of nowhere, and I got out there and I heard the guy before me, and he was so fucking good, and I was like, oh no, and they said, it's your turn, and I went in and I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I
remember seeing you after I walked out.
Well, motherfucker, fucking burned.
Get the SPF.
Fucking, he keeps singeing me,
you
man.
just got fucking
He keeps
burned,
singeing
bitch.
me.
Classic burn.
God damn it. Thank God I'm fireproof. Hey, Dave. And, yeah. And I don't know why I'm telling the story, but I never got, you want to talk about being a fucking, like, doing anything for a laugh? Quincy Jones had been in the room, and he left for my audition, and he was one of the owners of the show. And I pretended that my ass caught a groove, and I started going, oh fuck, what the, and I started doing this dance, yeah, and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't stop him, and it's like that Jim Carrey shit, and I fucking went and I go, sorry, he really likes you guys, and everybody was laughing, but there was one executive, and I never forgot this one executive, and all she was doing, she went like this, she was looking at me like this, she went. Like, and she kept that face the whole time. And then I did all these characters, and they made me wait 7 days in LA before I got it.
Nice.
At the time, my dad and I weren't really talking. And so he didn't even have my number because he was just so distraught with my choices. And so I got to call him, and he said, your mother's looking for you. And I said, yeah, I've been in LA. And he said, what are you doing there? And I said, I got a TV show. And he said, what? And I said, I got a TV show. And he said, what, a commercial or something? And I said, yep, I never got this. And I said, I've never told this story.
No.
Never in my life. And I said, no, man, I'm going to be on TV every week on Channel 11 on Fox. And he said, yeah. And he said, like a TV show, like I can turn the TV on, you're an actor on the show. Because he didn't know. He thought I was a fuck up, you know? And I said, yeah, and I'm getting paid $7,500 a week, which for me then was a fuckload. That was like TV money. And he said, and he goes, it's a lot of money now, but I'm saying it's a lot of money. Yeah. But I mean, you know, especially when you're an actor and you're like, you know, but
That's not a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It's not.
It's a lot of money.
It's a drip in the bucket. It's an appetizer.
Yeah.
It's a mozzarella stick and Mar-Lago.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, you know, for some people it's like you think $1 million or whatever, but that, you know, and so he goes like this. My father said, he didn't know how to deal with it. He didn't know how to deal with the emotion. So he goes, I remember he said, oh my God, I'll call you back. And he hung up.
Nice, buddy.
And then every one of the women in my family called me like, ah! And then my mother said, your father's too excited, but he could never show that to you right now. I was like, I fucking get it. I'm a dude. I'm emotionally retarded too.
When I went
retarded,
to LA,
not retarded like this, but you know, as
in terms of the
to be
actual
politically
definition
correct.
of. I went to LA, and it took me 3 months, and I got my first acting gig, and I called my father again. Same thing. My dad was, you know, he's supportive, but he's still kind of on the fence. I said, I got my first acting gig. He said, well, what is it? I go, I'm in a porn. And he said, well, what is the role? And I said, well, I played husband that goes to work.
There it is. The husband goes to work, and then somebody comes in and does work.
But I remember when we started together in New York City.
Yeah, we did.
I started in New York City, and I was a regular at the Comedy Cellar. And this one night, Greg Giraldo or Patrice O'Neill was getting roasted at the Boston Comedy Club. Now, a few months before that, this would happen. I was to audition for Saturday Night Live, but I had to put myself on tape. When you put yourself on tape, you 6 characters, 3 original, 3 impressions, and that was it. So basically, I borrowed a comedian named Robert Kelly, his camera. He gave me his camcorder. And now this is back 15, 20 years ago, where we don't have the accessibility of this. So I bought a bunch of tapes, and I bought a tape, and I put it in his camera, and I pressed record, and I let this thing run for an hour. So I just sat there, and I was doing my impressions for an hour, and I was like, I'll watch it, and I'll just pick the best one. So I give the camera back to Robert Kelly. I go, Bobby, here's 5 more tapes. There's one in there. Just tape over it. He goes, yeah. This is what he does, this piece of shit. He took the fucking tape. He edited out the worst parts of me talking myself, me fucking up the audition. Every comic in New York City is at the Boston Comedy Club to watch Patrice O'Neill get roasted. Bobby Kelly rolls out a TV and VCR onto the stage.
No.
Yep. Colin Quinn is there. Brewer's there. All these SNL alum. I'm telling you, every comic is there. Bobby puts it in, presses play, and they watch me fucking eat a plate of dicks. Fork, knife, more please, more dicks. Eating a plate of dicks. The Colin Quinn, 30 seconds in, goes, Bobby, turn it off and burn the tape. Stop. This is not... The show finishes, I'm thinking, oh, okay, they all start coming over the cellar now. They all walked in, one by one. None of them fucking looked at me. For 2 weeks, people didn't look at me because it fucking stained me so bad, Bobby.
God.
Bill Burr says to this day, it's the meanest thing he's ever seen in comedy.
That's from Bill Burr. Holy fuck.
That's from Bill Burr, yeah.
Bobby Kelly's a killer, man. I can
He's
see
the
him
best.
doing
I love
that
him.
shit. Jesus Christ.
Now I love him, but it took
both
me a
those
while.
guys took my workshop, and they were...
All right, hold on. So there's some TV credits here. I'm not trying to date you.
I love
okay?
it. I love it.
News radio.
News radio. Me and Joe Rogan. I played his brother.
Exactly, yeah.
He called me up and he goes, I got good news. You're playing my brother. I go, I didn't audition. He goes, don't worry about it. I'll fucking get you in. And he was always that way. Rogan was always just fucking, always ready, always fucking ready. Like when he was younger, you have no idea what he was like. Fucking, I was with Nick DiPaolo. We were playing brothers. And he's standing there, and Nick DiPaolo goes, look at his fucking forearms. Look at the veins in his forearms. He goes, he's like a little ball of hate. Look at him. And he goes to Joe. He goes, Joe, when you don't work out, and before he could get that sentence out, Joe goes, I've never not worked out. I work out every day. So your question is moot here, And then we had to do a scene in news radio where I had to throw him through a plate glass window, and we had the stunt man, and Rogan goes, you're not doing it. I'm doing it. If I can do it. I'll do it like this. And he couldn't fucking wait. He hit the fucking plate glass window with this part of his head. Steady! And broke it. And it's made of sugar glass, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah.
But
so
dude, when you told me that story, I felt like I was there. Tell me about the copyings again. When you deliver the copies to because it was like, fuck, man, fascinating.
Winching it, bro. You got to winch.
All right. So news radio
with
with
Rogan. They would pour oil on my back to keep me lubed. No, because you got to stay lubed. More fucking oil. That's all I would say. More fucking oil, bro. Because I'm getting rusty. Because somebody went to work and I got to get to work. You know what I mean? It's called a callback. Fuck, man.
All right. Hold on. I got to keep going here. News radio. You did Frasier.
I did Frasier.
You did Frasier.
And Zach Galifianakis and I we used to have a competition to see who'd get famous faster. He won. And And always funnier, always the funniest.
One of the
human being.
nicest human beings in comedy, by the way.
Zach-
Galifianakis. Literally
yeah.
one of the nicest fucking human beings.
The two people
And talented.
and talented.
One of the most talented
Well,
comics.
the two people, like, when I've been in this business a long time. I'm a comic. You're a killer. Like, my friends are all the funniest motherfuckers on the planet. The two funniest, raw funny, like the LeBron James, like that. You know, some of you people have just crazy talent, like insane, that can kill you. The funniest people I've ever met, just off the cuff, Zach Galifianakis and Artie Lange.
Yeah.
Both of whom I've
Agreed.
worked with and spent a lot of time with, so I know. But Zach and I were in that audition, and I had to play someone who's German. I was doing a German accent, yeah, and I was prank calling fresh, yeah. I'd never done a German accent, but this is my German, and I think Zach sucked at doing a German accent. He's not good at it. I'm way better at accents, and then he got they made us wait, and what they do is they come out for Frasier, and they this is so brutal. You're all waiting there, and they go, "You can go, thanks. You can go." And there's one person left, and it was me and Zach, and she goes, "Zach, thank you. You can go home." And he goes, "Okay then, thanks so much." Just fucking went out. And I was like, "Ha ha, I won." I know. And then he did that movie, the movie Hangover. Doesn't matter. And yeah, because I'm a slow burn. I take my time.
All right, hold on. Here's
I
another
didn't
one.
want to be
Again,
like super famous right away.
I don't want to date you here. Is Sanford and Son?
Sanford and Son?
MASH?
You motherfucker.
I'm joking. Okay. Suddenly Susan. Is that Brooke Shields?
It'd be funny if I was like, I just keep my face tight and then I just let this fucking a knot loose in my face.
Just done knots.
Yeah. What was the other one?
Suddenly Susan.
So I did Suddenly Susan.
Is that Brooke
Shields?
I was at a wedding
Yeah.
with Sal Volcano from Impractical Jokers, got married, and I went to his wedding, and I don't want to talk outside school or whatever. I don't think he'd mind me. But Brooke Shields was there
Yeah.
because her husband directed their film. And I'm telling you, this is a woman that when I was younger, you don't even know what girls are. Like, you have your first crush. It's like, oh my God, she's stunning.
She's prettier in person.
Oh my God. It makes you want to, it's like, I'm going to go home and file suit against my parents because that's crazy.
Yeah.
She is so stunning.
And a good person.
Yes.
Like classy. Very classy.
I will say, as a man, she was in flats, which was very disappointing.
Well, she's a tall woman. Because I saw her,
Yeah.
I remember before I met her, I saw her and Dean Cain. And I remember looking at Dean Cain.
Half
and
Asian,
wanting to, I want to look like Dean Cain.
Yeah.
Like I remember looking at him being like, how do girls date me when that motherfucker exists? Like
Well, I'll tell you what it's like to be half Asian.
Yeah.
It's
Is he Filipino and something
he's half
else?
Asian, yeah.
Ah.
Went to Princeton, yeah.
Yeah, I've always said you're the bus and truck version of Dean Cain. Nah, I'm kidding, dude. I get lost in your eyes, those fucking green eyes.
No, don't say it now. Don't say it now.
No, come on.
No, don't say it now.
Come
no,
on, bro.
No, in front of everybody.
Come
Fuck you,
on.
dude.
You're hypnotic.
No, you were saying how awesome.
I'm-
Back in the
No,
greenery,
but
we were
Dean-
saying you were complimenting me, and we come out stage, and now you got to fucking shit on me for laughs. It's like fuck you, Bryan.
No, come
You were
on.
fucking-
But you don't compare to Dean Cain. He
No,
played
of course.
football.
He's a
He had-
specimen,
I
yeah.
was looking at his ass and his legs. When I take a man in, I always. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Because I'm assessing a couple things with that guy. First, I'm wondering if my girl's going to leave me for him, so it's a pecking order. And then I'm looking at what would happen in an elevator if I got to mix it the fuck up, okay? And I look at the first thing I look at is I look from here to there. I got to take in what you're working with. I got to see your posterior chain. I don't give a fuck about quads. If you got hammies and a fucking high ass and small calves, I know right there that you got some explosion in you, okay? And you're going to be a handful. And then I'm looking at your traps and your fucking neck. I could give a fuck about your chest and your biceps. Get the fuck out of here, bodybuilder. But if you got traps and an ass, holy fuck, I'm ready to rock and roll. And by that I mean I'm ready to fuck. You know what I mean? I mean, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean that. I meant I'm ready to respect you and give you space. I got to come out of the closet.
I know. The first time we met, you guys, we met at the comic strip, and the first thing you said to me is you whispered to me, you said, stay hydrated. I was like, what does that mean? And you said, I don't want you cramping up tonight. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? It's like, I just met you, dude. Hi, I'm Steve. Fuck. Could I get another Jameson on the rocks, please? And sir, you've been such a great sport. What's your name? Ricky. Could I get one for Ricky, too? Thank you. Could I get two? You do? You good? Yeah, you're good.
I'm good, bro. I'm
I'll get another one and then one for.
Yeah. Mike.
Lose the fucking attitude. I heard it. One for this gentleman too. Sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry, sir.
We love
Call
you,
me what
Mike.
you want. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You've been a good sport the whole time. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna nurse that. I gotta do my calisthenics in the morning. That's how I lower the water line for myself. You know. What I mean?
Hold on.
all
I gotta go to the next one.
Oh,
I gotta go to the next
sorry.
one.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh God, what's this guy's name again? Inside Schwartz.
That would be Breckenmeyer's.
Breckenmeyer, I got to tell you, one of the nicest dudes
Great
I've
guy.
come across.
Great guy.
And a really talented guy, but
Yes.
just a super sweet guy.
Yes.
So you did Inside Schwartz. This is one of those shows that was on for, seems like a season,
Yeah.
right?
13 episodes.
13
And I was
episodes.
making a shopping list. I'd made it. We were between Will and Grace and Friends. And it was called the Golden Hammock because people would go to the bathroom between those two shows. And that's what they did for us. But I thought
That was your party name in college, wasn't it?
the Golden Hammock.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for
In West
other
Hollywood,
rea-
wasn't
yeah,
that
but
the-
for other reasons. Hashtag piss. You're the one who fucking opened me up for that. I don't know.
I know it was a fucking soft pitch over the fucking plate. I know.
I mean, come on, bro. You fucking
Thank you, sir.
divvy him up, and I'll hit him over the.
Thank you.
But,
And that's for Mikey too.
yeah.
Ricky. Mikey? Mikey.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Ricky.
You'll have my head in a pillowcase tonight, anyways. It's okay. Okay. NYPD Blue.
NYPD Blue. I went in and auditioned before that for that group. I was so fucking bad. I was so bad. I had to play a crazy person, and I was acting like this, and I embarrassed myself because I wasn't ready for the audition, and it had to be crazy. I think I was doing something like that, and I literally looked at them after the audition. I was like, sorry, and I left, and I called my girlfriend. I said, I'm quitting acting. I'm quitting. I suck, and I'm an embarrassment, and I'm done. And they called me back for another role, and I had to play, I think, a bad guy, or who they thought I was a bad guy. And then I got to meet Dennis Franz, who was a hero of mine.
Sure, yeah.
And I didn't know what to say, and he was there, and I went like this. I go, "You're a hero of mine," and he goes, "Thank you." And I was like, "Yeah, I embarrassed myself."
Now this next one, you and my boy, old school.
Old school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, we didn't know. I didn't know it was going to be a big thing. But Blue, you fucker. And I didn't know it was going to be a popular movie. It's like The Hangover. But I had met Todd Phillips, and we were with Breckenmeyer in New York. And I was pretending to do a character. I was like, I can take my friend Tawfiq. He was like Jordanian and Israeli, a mix. And when he would talk about his sexual prowess, I swear to God, he would go, "I took her to the bed. I made." Like that. I was fucking all the night. And he would do that, and you just wanted to take a shower. And I mean, for real. And I swear to God, he used to wear the tightest pants and pull everything to one side. So he had just a fucking bulge, and he used to blow dry and comb his hair. He was Jordanian Israeli, but he had blonde fucking hair and a strong jaw. And he was just, everything had to be tight, and I can fuck, I am champion. I can take, I swear because my blood very hot, American guy, fuck like this, sleep, like this. For me, no, I can fuck all the night, like that. And if I make love to, she cannot be with another man. It's not possible for her. That's how he used to talk. Like he was magic. I am champion. He used to say, I am champion. And he would just be like, what the fuck? So I did that character for him, and he was laughing so hard. And then they offered me, and I played that guy kind of.
And
Sort of.
And by the way, in that film, obviously, there's so many great fucking scenes, but I remember, even being your friend at the time, people would stop you all the time. That's how significant that scene was. And you made the most.
Well, he let me improvise. He lets you improvise.
But that goes to the point of so many times when you do a film, when you do a TV show, you'll give somebody sides, you'll hire an actor, and you just have no clue. You just hope the person does the job that they did per the audition. And then there's other times where people take it to a whole nother level. That scene could have easily gotten cut.
Yeah.
That scene was there to fulfill exposition between Luke Wilson and his girlfriend, and they could have just cut right to that. Yeah. But you killed it in that scene, and it's a testament once again to your improv skills just everything you're doing here.
But that's because I looked in the mirror when I was a young man.
Oh, God, here we go.
No, I went on.
You give somebody a compliment.
No, I went on.
Here we go. Let's talk about your dick. Here we go. Again, it's veiny, it's bulbous, it's girth.
No, it's girth. Yeah, yes to all that, but not the point. I went on an audition. My age, and I was a young man. I was probably 24, 25, and my agent said they're looking for cute guys in suits.
Is this the story where you end up in the back of a Ford Focus?
For the X-rated version, yes.
Sorry, yeah.
And it wasn't a Focus. It was a truck with a winch, and that kid could crank, but no, it was. I went, and I remember this. They said it's for cute guys in suits. And I had one suit. I put on a suit, and I went to be a cute guy in a suit. And I saw.
Did you have a pacifier in your mouth?
Yeah, dude. I saw what Hollywood cute guys are in suits. What models are. I've never seen that many. I've never seen people. I walked in and I started laughing. I go, these fucking. I've never seen guys this good. They look like NHL hockey players, but handsomer. And I was like, the fuck is going on? Everybody's 6'4", and we had to improvise, and I was funny. Yeah. But they looked at me, and the girl goes, and I go, I know. I mean, I look like I have fucking rickets. Like I didn't get enough calcium in the womb.
Did she just look at you and say, your father was right?
But I went back and I said to my girlfriend at the time, who is now a big director, who directed Patty Jenkins directed Wonder Woman 1, Wonder Woman 2. She's directing all the Star Wars, and I said, I'm not fucking good looking at all, and she goes, no, you're funny. You're a fucking jackass, and stop trying to be a brooding cool actor. Stand up comedy, motherfucker. That's what she said to me, and she's the reason I got into comedy, because I was like, I'm never gonna make it. They're not gonna. Well, let's get the medium white guy. That guy looks great. I wasn't even that good an actor, but I had to be funny. You have to do something that makes them think about you.
Yeah, I'm an Asian 7, a Pittsburgh 6, and a Hollywood 4. So it's like you got to be funny. You guys want to watch the game on my forehead this Sunday? I know what I am. And by the way, I don't appreciate the fucking comments from you fucking clucks. Asian Elon Musk, Asian Kevin Spacey. Fuck you guys. You don't think I'm going to cry my Saturn because you pieces of shit? By the way, I got to tell you.
Burning Lids. By the way, Burning Lids would be good because Shab goes, hey, Big and Hungry? The fuck is that name? I got a text. He goes, there's nothing big and hungry about you two skinny fucking guys. I was like, I don't know. I fucking thought of the name. Fuck off.
Guys.
He's like, do you hate listeners? Fucking change the name right now.
Do you hate listeners?
Yeah. Shab, I should have talked to him because he's very good at packaging.
Guys, cheers. This has been so fucking fun so far. This is our first... We released the first episode, and this is our first live recording. I'm having a blast. You look like you're fucking ready to go to a bookmobile. Sir, right here in the North Face. Don't turn around. Right here. Right here. You're turning around. Yeah. Your friends dragged you here. That's what happened. Yeah. You got dragged to a Michael Bublé concert tonight. You're like, I don't want to see this shit. Who wants this shit? But look at him. He looks miserable.
Some people just listen. I do that.
I want to make him laugh. Can we pull down the screen and play Schindler's List? What the fuck do you want from us, dude? God damn it. You know I love you. They're just jokes. They're just jokes. We love you.
Just jokes.
They're just jokes.
I do that. I don't laugh. I just listen sometimes.
You just listen, yeah. Okay, here we go. There was another one I saw here that I was very intrigued by. Sex in the City, you played the rabbit, is that correct?
I played the jackrabbit.
The jackrabbit.
I choreographed that scene.
Choreographed? Shut the fuck up.
I sure did.
I choreographed.
They didn't know how to shoot it. And they didn't know how to shoot it.
Callen,
And I
just
said,
shut the
"Swear
fuck
to
up.
God."
You're not Debbie Reynolds or Gene Kelly.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you're pumping on screen. You're not.
Yeah. No. What happened was
Ball, step, chain. No, fuck
Well,
off. Easy, bro.
No, they didn't know how to shoot it, and Sarah's super prudy about that stuff.
Yeah.
And the costume designer came in and he goes, "Okay, this is your outfit." And he gave me that napkin with a
Okay.
rubber band. That's what he gave me. I like literally with a string and this, and I was
Put
like,
over your schwanz?
yeah. And I go, I'll wear it. I don't give a fuck, but you got to check with Sarah because I don't think she's going to want this. The scene doesn't call for me to be this naked on top of her. And he goes, and he comes
See,
back.
I'd ask for a paper towel.
Naturally, because you stay hydrated. and then he came back with like a girdle. And then I said, "Do you want me to wear this?" And Sarah said, "No." And I was in sweatpants, but I did put her under me, and because we didn't know how to shoot it, so I said, "Just get her under me, and I'll shake her."
Okay, so you're telling me on a few seasons of Sex and the City, they didn't know how to film a sex scene until Bryan Callen was on set.
I had to be doing this. She had to get a sex sprain because I was I was having sex
Yeah.
like a jackrabbit. So we didn't know how to do that without, like, it would have been very awkward. So she's small, so I had to put my arm under her back, the small of her back, and literally fucking shake her like that. And she was laughing so fucking hard because when I was doing it, I was pretending to be an Israeli porn star. So I was going, "Hey, Cameron, get my balls.
Did you tell her you're only...
Nice for my balls." And she was fucking dying because I just kept going, "I want to make set like this with the camera. Bring here." And she's dying. She was laughing so hard that her nostrils were flaring. And anyway, we shot the scene, and I ran into her later in New York, and she told me that she got a lot of. That's one of the episodes she gets a lot of talk about.
And then did she ask for more creamer in her coffee?
You son of a bitch. Ah!
Classic burn.
But she had a baby. The baby was on set. It was very awkward when you have to do a scene like that with somebody who's a star.
Yeah.
And she's such a fucking awesome person. She knew how nervous I was, and I got there, and she came up to me, and she knew her power, and I was fucking terrified. And she goes, "Thank you. You were so funny. Your audition tape was so good. Thank you so much for making it. Thank you for doing this." And then I had to do my scene where I was talking to her, and she had a set time where she had to leave the set like after 16 hours to be with her baby. And she came up to me. This is when at the height of her powers. She comes up to me. I'm just some fucking actor nobody knows. And she goes, "I really apologize. I can't be across from you for this because I have to go because my baby." And she'd been there for 16 hours. I was like, look at her. What a fucking beautiful human being.
That's
like
awesome.
her success is not an accident. That person is very special. There,
And when
I
you
said
say
it.
across from her,
I hope she hears that.
she literally could step away and have her stand-in come in, but she is so present as an actress that she would want to sit in there for the other actor who would be
Yes.
you. And normally, most actors that are A-list don't do that.
Yes.
And she did that for you.
That's
and
right.
that's always the testament of
She's
somebody
amazing.
that's salt of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me go to the
It's
next one
becoming
here.
acting class. Why are we?
Okay. This is I had a crush on her when fat actress Kirstie Alley
Kirstie Alley.
from Cheers.
Yes. I
I loved her on Cheers.
I thought that was going to be that and Sex and the City. I thought that was going to be when I made it, when I was going to no longer have to audition and not be jobless. And that was the biggest show ever. And it lasted 7 episodes because Kirstie lost weight and decided she didn't want to do it anymore.
When she lost weight,
I was like, I'm going to
she's-
buy a house. I'm going to be famous. I just want to eat well. And
But when she put the
never
when she
liked
put the
acting.
weight on, I thought, now I got a shot. But I didn't. Reba.
Reba McEntire.
And by the way, I'm sure you work with one of the nicest guys in
Steve
Hollywood,
Howie?
Steve Howie.
The great Steve Howie.
Fucking
A
handsome guy,
How about
great
this?
dude,
A fucking
great sense of
giant.
humor.
I got a story about Steve Howie. A fucking
Is
giant.
it better than the copy?
You motherfucker. Steve Howie is every bit of 6'4" and a trim 240. A trim 240, and it's all bone. And it's just, he's just, his head, he could house a family of 4 in that fucking head, man. He's got a fucking head. Handsome, but a bona fide giant, right? And also, a giant, but you know, giants are usually like, whoa, 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 and they're super sweet. And as long as you don't feed them meat, like they won't like, you know. You know what I mean? They're usually, I'm gentle, you know? Yeah. Unless and they're terrified of mice, you know? But Howie is a fucking giant and intense as fuck. Like, he's just, like, you don't know if he's going to hit you for no reason. He's like, what's up? What's up? You know? Hey, he's incredible. And he was with his wife, who's an actress, the beautiful, I can't remember, but an actress. And his wife is a knockout, and he's been married for a long time. And he shows up at my stand-up in an Argyle sweater. He's got this, he looks like a preppy. And there are these dudes, these rough-looking dudes, a table of 4 guys, big, rough, and mean. And his wife, he's sitting here, and his wife's there, and the fucking dude from the table keeps looking at his wife like this. And he's drunk. He's just looking at her, leering at her. And Steve is going like this. Steve's going, the fuck is this fucking guy looking at my wife for? And I can see him, and he'll go. Okay, doesn't need much prodding. He's always about to go, even if he's saying hi. Like, he's like, what's up? You know, if you make a wrong move, you know. So he's always ready. And he's sitting like this, and he's just looking at this guy, looking at his wife. He's going, the fuck? And I'm like, Steve, calm down. It's okay. Don't worry. And so finally the guy can't take it anymore. And this is the middle. I'm headlining people. And the guy turns and says, hey, what's going on? What's your name? Or something like that. And Steve goes, you fucking stupid, bro? You fucking stupid? And the guy gets up and fucking Steve, and now the table's looking, and Steve's there, and Steve starts doing this. I hope he doesn't mind me telling the story, but he starts going like this. He starts going. And he's ready right there to go. And he's doing this weird thing with his hand, and he's got that fucking cranium that you'll break all the hands on his head. And he's just looking at him with that giant head, and he's about to go in the fucking improv. I gotta get up on stage, a full house. And you know what I did? I walk up to the guy and I go, look at me right now. Look at me. That's a homicide detective, and all his friends are right outside. You fucking fight a homicide detective from Los Angeles. They're going to take the clubs to you, all you guys, and drag you downtown. And they want it. He wants it. He's a bad cop. That's what I said. Because I had to go perform. And the guy goes like this. The guy goes, okay, no problem. Yeah, no problem. And I go, look that way. I'm getting up on stage. Do not fuck with this cop. And they fucking did. Blinders. True story.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Fucking smooth.
That's how you get your friend out of a goddamn fight, motherfuckers.
Now, I'm jumping ahead here, my friend.
Yeah.
But
this is fun. I'm telling
there's
stories.
a film we both were in
Yeah.
that disappeared into the ether. But on paper, great cast. The Goods, Live Hard, Sell Hard, Jeremy Piven, directed by a good friend Neil Brennan.
Yep.
Ken Jeong, who you guys know from The Hangover, but I know as the man that set Agents back another 3.5 inches. Now, I have not seen this film since it came out. What did you do in The Goods? And I'll tell you what I vaguely remember from my day on set.
I was in a boy band, and I was in a boy band called Big Ups. Yep. Are you serious? I sure was. I auditioned for Ed Helms' part, and I didn't get it because apparently, I don't know why. And because Ed's better. And then they gave me that part. So yeah, it was what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was in a boy band, and I had to sing and dance, and I actually had to sing, and I couldn't sing, and I couldn't hit the notes, and I couldn't hit the rhythm, and it was a disaster. So I had to do it over and over again.
Again, once again, skipping ahead. This film, you were kind enough to invite me over when we were filming a few episodes of our podcast, but you took me to dinner to Frank Grillo's place.
Frank Grillo, the great Frank Grillo.
This is a film
Stud,
I've always
fucking
referred
stud.
to as The Notebook for Men, Warrior.
Yeah.
I fucking love this goddamn movie.
If you
it
listen
is
to
so goddamn good.
If this was 2000, I'd tell you guys to rent the DVD because in the DVD, the director and the writer talk about how I put them together and made that movie happen because the director was looking for a writer, and my friend who was a writer couldn't get a job. And then I read, he goes, I'm going to leave and go back to Connecticut. Here's my body of work. And I go, oh, fuck, I guess you got scripts. And I read one story called Apogee about a boy waiting for his father to come home who never came home. And it was a short story, and I was crying. As I'm reading this. He would send a rocket. He'd make toy rockets and send them with messages for his dad. And I'm crying. And he invents this story for his dad because he never sees his dad. And I drove it to Gavin's house because Gavin had left his glasses at my place, and I drove it to his house in the hills because he needed his sunglasses. They were a prescription. I go, I'll drive these fucking to you right now if you read this story, because this is the guy who should be writing this movie. And he read it, and he goes, dude, I feel like somebody hit me in the gut. And I go, yeah, motherfucker, read these. And then that was it. And then I put them together. They got to know each other, and then he wrote that fucking movie.
Fucking beautiful.
And they gave me that part. And they wanted Rogan, and Rogan goes, honestly, dude, if it's not for a shitload of cash, I'm way too busy. And I go, and I said, okay, well,
I'll do it.
Yeah, and they said, you do it. And they said, we want to give you the part. And I called Rogan and I go, give me advice. How do I play you? And he goes, if you're going to call fights, take yourself completely out of it. That's it. And that's what I did.
All right.
All right, come on, let's do other things.
No, one more.
right.
Two more.
Is
more.
this okay? Is
Two
this
more.
boring? Is this fucking Hollywood?
Is it
No,
okay
like
with
it?
you guys?
All right.
Ready?
I don't know how to
Sullivan
read
and-
audiences. This is my first time.
Sullivan and Son.
Oh, fucking the mother of all shows.
You did my show.
Who did I play in that?
And by the way, I had you on the show, I had Will Sasso on the show, and I had DeLeo on the show. I had all the members of the 10-Minute Podcast on my
Yes,
show.
you did.
Because I was a fan. I'm a fan of all of you guys individually.
Thank you.
And I had you guys on it. And then this is the last one. Well, we gotta
By the way, Julia
mention
keeps
the
sending me-
Goldbergs.
The Goldbergs.
The Goldbergs.
Well, I played my dad and a combination. They go, the character. I played the combination of my father and my wrestling coach from high school. And literally, I just put them together. And sometimes, listen, let me tell you something about acting. First of all, we love you on the Goldbergs. This is my acting. Watch. This is what I do in the Goldbergs. Ready? Tell me this is hard. I just talk this way. That's all I do. Kind of like loud, and I stand straight. And that's my character. 7 years. That's what That's
All right, this
for
is the
every
last-
scene. Goldfarb, Goldberg. That's all I do. Okay, great job, Bryan. And class over. So that's acting.
This is the last film I'll bring up, okay?
Okay.
Tell me your thoughts on a film you did called Think Like a Dog and why it's significant between you and I, you piece of shit.
Steve wanted me to do his movie, and I had committed to a friend to do his movie about a talking dog.
Hold on. Let me set this up. Your friend's taking a shit, by the way.
So gross.
He's been miserable. He'd rather be at Petco looking at the goldfish than at this fucking show. I'm telling you. He looks fucking miserable.
He might just be drunk.
He looks like he's at a dentist's office and he's got to Boy's Life. He's like, fuck, there's nothing else. There's nothing else. I'll read this shit. I did a film that just came out called The Opening Act about my early years in stand-up.
Great movie.
Thank you if you've seen it. Fuck you if you haven't. It's fucking great. It's got Jimmy O Yang from Silicon Valley, Alex Moffat from Saturday Night Live, Cedric the Entertainer. He plays the headliner. Then it got
great.
Whitney Cummings, Eliza Schlesinger, Kathleen Madigan, Angela Johnson, Bill Burr, Ken Jeong, Tom Segura, Neil Brennan, Roy Wood Jr., Felipe Esparza, million more. And I called him. You were the second call I made after Bill Burr. And you know what this piece of shit tells me? I'm doing a film about stand-up comedy. Bryan, I'd love for you to be in it. I'm going to go to China and do a film with a talking dog.
No, listen, I can explain. He was a friend. He was like as good a friend as you are. So he asked me first, so I had to fly to China.
A talking fucking dog in China.
I know.
In China,
China.
Kung Flu, they gave it to
China.
us. It's them. They did it. And you know what? Not only did they give us the Kung Flu, COVID-19, they gave us Think Like a Dog, which is just as harmful.
By the way, that was when I went to Beijing and I was suffering from psoriasis. I was covered in covered in psoriasis. Like I was in what doctors would be like, oh, I got to take pictures for a textbook, like that, like for real. It just I thought I was never gonna be able to kick that shit, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna have this. I don't know what's going on. Stress.
You deserved
Stress.
it. You deserved it.
Yeah.
When you fucking hang up the phone on me, I flew to New Orleans. I talked to a witch doctor, and I said, give this piece of shit psoriasis. She said done. She said done.
I'm in China trying to eat for psoriasis, where you got to change your diet, and you can't in China. You can't, because there's just you're eating things that they're adventurous.
Here we go.
Yeah.
This is what he's doing. I'm going to tell everybody right now. He's looking at me. He's not talking to you. He's saying Asians eat fucked up shit.
No, that's not true.
That's what he's doing. He
not-
said you guys would fucking clean house on Fear Factor. But he's literally looking at me going, Asians eat some... No, they eat some fuck... That's what he's doing.
No,
Okay.
no, that's. I think.
That's
By the way, I
true.
will say that on the mural outside, I said to my girlfriend, I said to Danny, I go, Steve's on the fucking mural, and she
No, I'm
said,
not.
that's not fucking Steve. She goes, that's not Steve, you fucking racist. That's just another Asian
No,
guy.
that's Joe Coy, you piece of
It's
shit.
Joe.
Yeah.
All right, well,
It's Joe Coy.
yeah, but you guys. He's your avatar.
You don't
I
look
don't know.
alike, right?
I don't
You got
fucking
hair
know.
and he doesn't, and
What do
you're
I
in different
know?
tax brackets. You drive a
Yeah.
Saturn, but it's cool, man. He sold out the Spectrum, right? You get it, man.
Now I'm the
right,
bad
baby? It's
guy.
all gravy. You want to fuck? You want to fuck? What the fuck? Brian, I think we should
We should quit show business.
adhere to a time frame and maybe
Yeah. How long have we
thank
been?
the folks.
Yeah.
But
let's
this
do
is what
a
I
couple
suggest.
of questions. Questions.
This is what I suggest.
Yeah.
I say we take a few questions and then we shut her down,
Mm-hmm.
and then we each do like 7 minutes of stand up.
7
You guys want to do that? So we'll take some questions,
Yeah.
7 minutes of stand up,
All right.
and then we'll call it a night.
Okay.
But we draw to a close after the questions.
All right, we'll do
you want to do
7.
that?
All right, yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
I'm not going to stand up, but I'll tell you a story that happened to me, and we will later. But I saved a whale. And that's I know, and that. But I'll save it.
Heal
but,
the
yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Save the world. I wish I could fucking sing. I want to sing like this.
By the way, when you are in Nashville,
Yeah.
and I will tell you this, I'm not a country fan. I don't know any of the country music stars.
Yeah.
I did the red carpet for the CMAs, maybe like 2 or 3, 4 years ago, and I don't know any of the artists. So I Googled them. I asked them questions. What are you drinking tonight? Just dumb little things. And I just knew in that moment after interviewing these people, 2 or 3 of these country stars said, how long are you in town for? I go, oh, like 2 or 3 days. I don't know anybody. I'm just checking out. They go, here's my number. Call me.
Oh,
And
God.
these are like, you would never get that in Hollywood,
No.
in any other award show. And then I'll never forget, Garth Brooks walks up to me and he goes, hi, I'm Garth. I go, I know who the fuck you are. He bellowed, laughed, I laughed, and I was like, this town is the fucking greatest.
Wow.
And that's when
Fuck,
I'm
man.
telling you.
That's so
because
cool.
my wife's a huge country fan, and I was like, I'm telling you, there's something special about Nashville.
Yeah.
And years later, here we are. We moved here, and hopefully this fucking kid moves here.
I
So that's
know.
really.
I'd love to. I want to play the piano or have my hair on my eyes and play
Here's
the
my
guitar.
challenge. I'm starting to listen a little more country music.
Okay.
I'm 46. You're.
I don't know how old I am. I'm in my
But I say we each
45.
take a song from the 80s and sing it country style. Sing it country
Right
style.
now?
Right now, yes.
A song from the
You
80s?
take a song from the 80s and make it country. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Here.
The what? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Korean cowboy.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark. About the moonlight. Terrifying.
That's so good.
Almost leaves them all.
That's actually good.
You try to scream. But the forget you.
That's really good, dude.
Cause this is a thriller night. That's all I know. Okay,
Very
now
good.
you gotta go.
It's fucking good. I don't. Give me a song from the '80s. Give me. I don't know. What's a good song? What's that?
Achy break. Do a country song, but do it a country. Whoever said that, I hope you get in an Uber pool tonight.
I can't top.
Name
Thriller.
an
That
80s
was
song,
good.
anybody. Culture Club.
Take
Wham.
on me. Take
Yeah.
on me. Take on me. Yeah, got me a winch on. And a fucking six-shooter, yeah. I can winch and shoot and drink whiskey, 'cause I'm fucking literal when I sing.
All right, take any song and make it
I just
country.
did.
Take any song. No, that's an 80s. Any song.
I mean, I'm not a... I mean, that was...
Just start dancing with your asshole.
Oh, yeah. What would be... I mean, Madonna in country would be funny. Vogue. I don't know.
All right, fuck it.
I don't know. Can't think of anything.
We tried.
We try. I'll think of something, though. I'll be ready the next time you do that.
Okay.
But I
By the
can't-
way, we are doing this once a month here
Yes,
in
we
Nashville,
are.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Because we're gonna record our podcast. When you watch this one, you will see the last segment cut out. This was something we were talking in the green room. I'm like, do that. He's like, yeah, I'll come up with I'll come up with a bunch of ideas. Miss, could you please leave? Thank you. You've had a shitty demeanor and attitude the whole fucking show. Please, just get the fuck out of my face. Out that way, please. Thank you. Start the car. Get the fuck out. She's a shitty attitude the whole time. Guys, so we're gonna film the episodes in Los Angeles, 3 of them, but one every month will be live right here from fucking Zany's
Right here
Nashville.
from Zany's!
Big and
Nashville, baby.
hungry. Big and
Yep.
hungry.
Uh-huh. Big and Hungry podcast.
Hold on. I'm gonna bring somebody up here. Hold on a second though. This piece of shit. I'm gonna tell you this piece of shit. Nate Bargatze and I reached out and said, hey, let's go get some lunch. And this third individual's like, yeah, let's get some lunch. So Nate and I are eating fucking dinner together at a nice restaurant here in Nashville. And Nate called it. He goes, oh, he's not going to show up. I go, he's going to show up. Trust me, he'll be here. He's like, he ain't going to show up. 30 minutes into our dinner, we get a text, sorry, I'm getting a massage.
I know who you're talking
completely
about.
spaced. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn, ladies and gentlemen. Theo Vaughn! Yes! Come on up here, brother. Theo Vaughn, ladies and gentlemen. Theo Vaughn.
Have a seat, buddy.
The great and original. God damn.
I'm real sorry I was getting a massage.
But that's when you would get spaced out. That's when you would space out, I
Look
believe.
at that.
I was getting a massage, man.
You're
Good
from
to see you.
Tennessee. It's good
Huh?
to see you. I miss you.
Miss you too.
Theo Vaughn. I haven't seen you in a while, buddy.
I know. I'm sorry, Steve.
No, please. My friend. And by the way,
No, tell him I'm
this,
Tell him I'm sorry.
this is, it doesn't make me miss Los Angeles. It doesn't make me miss the Comedy Store. It makes me miss being around stand-up comedians that are fucking awesome, that I fucking respect, and I fucking love this moment. So thank you guys.
One of the great originals.
Thanks, man.
I told him that. I remember I called. Didn't I text you? I go, you're a genius. You're an original. Fucking own it.
Yeah.
He is.
He sent it to me.
We
And,
he copy and
he did.
pasted, Theo, because I got that literally tonight.
do believe
Fucking
that.
piece of shit.
I do believe
Dusty
that.
got the same one.
Dusty got
Oh
the
yeah,
same thing.
he sent his a lot. But dude, I was getting a massage and I just forgot.
Can I tell you, Nate called it. Nate, the day before, we were here at, I think, New Material Night, and Nate goes, you know he's not going to show. I was like, Nate, he's going to show. Trust me, he's going to show. If all 3 of us, this is the one time, look at me, the one time he fucking got back to us, he's gonna fucking
But
show.
that's Theo. I mean, he
I
he
just
marches
didn't
to his
show
own
up.
drum.
I
Yeah.
wanted to be there, man. Trust me, I wanted to be there.
What do you do with your days in
Well,
Nashville?
he got to a barber, and then they were like, "You got to go. We'll do the second part tomorrow." Dude, I fucking love it. It's hockey hair, and I fucking grew up playing hockey. And
I'll
that's a
tell you
fucking
what
hockey
happened.
haircut. And I'm fucking jealous because I
Dude,
got.
they were massaging me, man. What happened was the lady was massaging me. This fucking big lozenge of a woman was really coming down on my back, right? And then listen to what happened, bro. I never had this happen before. The man, she was pushing on my back. The man got behind her and was pushing on her.
like
all on my
fucking
back.
like a car stalled.
Yeah.
I need some more legs.
Like trying to like get her like a refrigerator through like a small
stressed.
doorway. Bro, it was insane, man. And I couldn't leave at that point.
Yeah,
Wow.
you got it. You got it.
Just some dude showed up and just goes, "Let me help
It
you."
was her husband or some somebody she knew.
Right. That's how'd you feel after the massage?
I felt pretty good, man. I felt, like part of a group, I guess. Honestly, I felt pretty good.
Now, Theo, this gentleman here in our middle is contemplating a move to Nashville. I think he's on the fence. I think he's.
Yeah, he knows. I've been talking to him.
You and
I thought
I
you were going to say
took.
contemplating suicide.
But we
Like,
took.
bro, that's what's
We took the Nestea
That's
plunge.
between us.
What is something that you've appreciated about Nashville that you could share with Bryan?
Yep. There you go, right there. Save money.
taxes?
Low taxes.
Hit your pocketbook. They got decent, I would say most decent chicken. There you go.
Chicken.
They
Decent
have
chicken.
decent chicken.
Look
Yep.
who fucking woke up.
Decent chicken. I like that you said decent. Decent is not it's a very neutral word, but they got decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's decent. It's not, you don't move for a place that has decent food. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Nah, the houses are decent. I'm fucking moving, You know what I mean? The hills,
Yeah.
the views, the people are decent.
Yeah, like
Yes.
Sandals is decent
Yeah.
on a honeymoon, right?
Well, Artie Lange tells a story about his friend, and there was a woman in a play, and he was from Jersey, and he'd never seen a play, and the woman said, "Well, then I'll take my clothes off," and his friend went, "Decent." Decent's not a word that's used often.
Well, not for, I guess it's used for some food. I think a
Yeah.
decent food is like a maybe probably bread or something is like a decent food.
Sure.
Or something, a regular,
A bread.
it's going to be there and you're going to be there.
Yeah, but some bread is fantastic. When it's piping hot,
Maybe a brioche or something.
a brioche that's piping hot, and
I'm not eating fucking piping hot
when it's
bread,
piping
dude. Like, you think I'm eating piping hot bread? Newborn bread like some pedophile, bro?
No, I'm saying if I'm a baker and I got a big old wooden spatula and I reach into
You're not a
my
baker,
hearth,
dude.
You don't know.
You're
And
right.
and I reach, I got a mustache that curls up, and I reach in to my hearth and I go, "You want some piping hot bread, kid?"
heard.
And then I slice that shit up, and I take a big old slab of fucking cultured butter from a cow I milked right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And I churn that milk till it
Right
got
at
to
his
all-
anus,
got
brother.
to be butter, yeah. And I cut, and you go,
want
don't
it out
cut a
that dark.
piece, don't cut a piece that big. And I'm like, fuck your cholesterol. We in Nashville, motherfucker. And I take that piece of butter and I throw it on
No,
that piece
can I
of
tell you
bread.
something about butter?
Yeah.
I was at your place one time. We ordered.
Okay.
We
This
ordered
better
some
be
breakfast.
good, bro.
Hold on.
That was a staunch interruption. I felt like.
It's good.
But he goes. We had some toast, okay, and I go to the fridge and I got the butter, and I'm putting butter on my bread, and I go, "Bryan, do you want any butter?" He goes, "Oh yeah, Steve, why don't you put that on?" And so I give him a little butter because I had the butter knife. He goes, "No, come on, give me some butter." So I go the butter. He goes, "No, I want a liberal scoop of butter. I can make it liberal." I was like, "What the fuck?" He goes, so I put the knife
Don't
there.
be
He goes,
conservative
"No,
with your butter."
deeper." I
Yeah.
go like this. He goes, "No, I said liberal." So I like that.
It's a
And I scooped it
liberal.
up just for the joke. You had me do all this fucking butter.
slab of butter, bro. Get whatever
Yeah, he always
whatever you
said-
think is a lot, more. When it comes to butter, I'm an extremist,
He always
brother.
sounds like he just snuck out from behind the curtains in like a castle or something, you know? It's always some fucking whispery bullshit, you know?
Oh, that's so funny. Do you have any pets out here? What do you got going on?
No,
That is a Byron Allen question. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know. I just feel
That
like
is a what the fuck is that show called, Theo? What the fuck?
Yeah, so
What
do you
is
have
it
any-
called?
I just feel like this is a
What was
place
that
you
show
get
that
a
Byron
dog.
Allen hosted?
late night.
No, but
Comics Unleashed.
Comics Unleashed.
That sounds like you know a fucking bit that Theo
No, I
has.
don't.
Hey, so you got any pets? Hey, Steve, you ever been to Chili's?
I just feel like
you been to Germany, Lisa Lampanelli? It's like, what the fuck kind of question was that, dude?
I don't know. I just feel like
That sounded like we should have a fish tank behind us and 3 features and Theo.
no. I just feel like
Jesus
Theo would have a
Christ.
pet. Like you came to Nashville and you
Like
wouldn't
he's
just
got
be
a
alone.
llama bit.
Yeah, you go buy a fucking dog or something.
Nope, I didn't get anything like that. I saw a badger though out back of this Airbnb. Yeah. I saw a badger out back of the Airbnb yesterday, and I didn't think it was a badger, you know. And so I recorded some of its sounds on my phone that it was making, and then
What were the sounds?
I can't do them. It's like
It's like when a guy steps out behind a curtain in a castle.
yeah. It's like a.
Oh, fuck.
It was honestly close, bro.
That's a sound. Somebody makes that sound when they're shoveling dirt on your fucking comatose face. That is a fucking creepy fucking laugh, dude. And that's why your girl fucking left. Because she heard you laugh 3 times. She's like, I'm fucking out. She's gone.
Oh fuck. Oh,
That is
shit.
a creepy fucking laugh.
Girlfriend left him. His girlfriend left him.
She's not
No,
here?
she's still here. She just went to the
Oh,
bathroom.
yeah. It's all right, man. I wouldn't be upset about it, dude. Everybody loses somebody. Yeah. I feel you, man. Were you incarcerated?
You ever do time?
Oh yeah.
Can I ask you, sir? When you move
Yeah,
into
just
a
answer, bro.
when
Wait,
you move
they're not gonna be able to hear this on the podcast.
when you
Hold
move
on.
into a new neighborhood, do you have to knock and introduce yourselves to all your neighbors, or no? Okay, I'm just asking. It's just a question. Fuck.
Wait, so you recorded some of those sounds on your phone?
Well, then I played them. Then I went on YouTube listening for different sounds that animals make, and I figured out it's a badger, man.
Okay.
So
You
I'm
know-
pretty sure anyway. I'm not 100% sure, but
Yeah.
I saw it crawl. It kind of like a badger. Like whenever they move, it's more like a cat has like lean-legged, but a badger is more like thick, wide-legged. It's
Squat.
almost like 4 arms,
Yeah.
but for legs, like 2 arms for legs, and they move like that, like a
Yeah,
strong
they
guy.
Waddle. They waddle.
Like
they
a
waddle.
strong, like a little kind of Italian guy, kind of scooting along.
But the
on
minute
his
you
stomach.
say
Go look and see.
the minute you say badger, that's like an animal I know the name of, but I couldn't even picture it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know what
They're
a badger is,
elusive.
but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's almost like being on an episode of Inside Schwartz. It's like I've heard of it,
You
but I
son
don't
of a
know.
bitch.
Oh fuck.
No, they're elusive creatures. They're like the Wolverine, but
Here we
they're,
go.
They're super thick. Think of a pit bull if it was a cat,
Hey, what?
Yeah.
right? He knows. He fucking knows. He
Dude,
knows.
yeah.
He knows his badgers.
That's good. That's perfect.
Oh, you're like, is that a skunk? And we're like this.
Okay.
We're like, it's a fucking badger, bro. That's how we are because we hang in Nashville. It's fucking badger season. I want to skin me one and wear it as a hat. Or a fucking loincloth. Because I love badger fur on my
What?
3-piece set.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
To who? To Steve or me?
No, I don't know. I was talking into my whiskey.
We did
my
a
bad, man.
college. We did a college like 15 years ago. You brought it up. You go, do you remember this college I did? And I was like, I don't remember it. And then I found a flyer in when you move, you dig through all your old shit, and I found this flyer, and I remembered instantly. It came to my head. You did about 10 minutes on birds.
More than that, 40 minutes on birds.
On birds.
Yeah.
He is
I did it tonight.
bombing. I'm straight
did it
up fucking
tonight.
bombing in front of college
Bombing.
kids.
He's
And
still
the
doing that
line-
material.
I am.
The
No,
line that
not
got
really.
me-
I have new bird material. This was old bird material. I had a whole thing on an eagle and like being a farmer in Africa.
Stork?
And
Remember you
having
had
an eagle
stork?
steal it, and having an eagle on my shoulder and having it and sicking it on people. So
Mm-hmm.
fucking weird. And people.
But he's 20 minutes in on these college students just staring at him.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm the foremost comedic expert on aviator aviary humor.
No, I said I'm one of the top.
I was like, what the fuck?
I'm one of the top bird humorists in the country. But wait, forget all that. I want to talk to Theo because I want to hear. I like just hearing you talk, and I like your perspective on everything. So, are you gonna?
I wouldn't do that, bro.
Are you gonna move? Are you gonna move to? What do you not like about LA?
Oh, about LA? I don't know. Probably things are real pricey. Everything's real pricey. Yep.
Yeah.
Taxes, yeah, but you want to go get something, it's pretty pricey a lot of times. I'm trying to think of what else.
What do you buy though? You don't. I don't feel like you shop.
I don't buy a lot, but that's why.
Dude, I went to a place the other day. French fries are $6. I was like, what the? It was like one of those things where you get the receipt, you leave. It was a burger, fries, and a Coke, and you're like, wait, why am I paying $6 for fucking fries?
Taxes and rent in Los Angeles.
And it's open here. This place is open. Like Los Angeles isn't open, so it's just like you're just loitering. You're not even being alive. You're not even. I don't feel like I'm living. I just feel like I'm loitering outside of businesses there. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, it's like I'm the crazy one.
Yeah.
You know?
You're just outside waiting for the shops to open, which is loitering.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But even where you live, we were walking the other day down Abercrombie, and we were going to get some lunch, and two women on the way to lunch told us to mask up. And on the walk back to Bryan's place, it's fucking tent city. They got wash stations, they got tents. I posted this the other
Homeless
day.
stuff, yeah.
Homeless people. You could literally take a shit on Abercrombie, and people are like, oh, that's cool. But the minute you walk down the street, it's like, hey, you put your fucking mask on. That guy's taking a fucking deuce in the middle of the fucking street, and you set up a wash station. I pull up my fucking mask. Fuck you.
I know. It makes no sense. LA makes no sense.
Yeah.
Now, do you carry a piece?
I don't have any guns on me right now. I have a Glock over at the house, though.
Yeah.
I actually shot a deer with a Glock when I was young.
You did? You shot a deer with a Glock. Did it die?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What was it? Hunting season, or it was just in
It
your
was
face?
hunting season. I don't want to say it was unnecessary, but it was. It never should have come to that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I had it, and
Yeah.
may the best man win, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of that kind of thing. Very Spanish. It's kind of like a real Spanish showdown kind of thing.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Because it looked at you and it was going to come at you?
Yeah,
Or-
it was aggression, and I was scared, and I was young, and I had a Glock.
So you squeezed
I don't know
off.
if you've ever seen the first 48, bro, but the guy with the Glock wins, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, did you dress it in the? Did you dress it? Did you skin that thing and take the meat? Did you harvest the meat, or you just leave it there?
No, some people did. Adults. Some people were
Adults
adults
did.
and they did it.
Okay. Did you?
You
eat
left
it?
your
Have
mark
you ever
and let
had
the
any-
others know.
What kind of food?
I had some of it.
Do you eat venison? Are you a meat eater?
I don't mind venison. Let me think. What else do I like? I like turkey. I like sliced turkey. I like just deli selects. I like
Yeah.
what else, man? I've had bacon. Yep, I've had bacon, and I've had fish,
Yeah.
and I've had fowl,
Foul.
and I've had cow. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've had Oh, you know what else I've had? Yeah.
Yeah. Chicken.
I feel like, Theo, you're stuck in a bad relationship.
Are you a damn mystic? Yes, that is it.
The mystic said
That
chicken.
is it, dude.
The oracle.
He looks like Eric Roberts in Star 80. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're obsessed with that guy.
I am obsessed with him.
Yeah.
I think I'm more obsessed with him than he is with me.
Yeah.
I will wear your skin.
It's nice of him to say that.
Now you've been. Now you're a good athlete. A lot of people don't know that Theo can dunk a basketball.
He
or
used to be able to.
That's a lot. Now because you got a tailpiece on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some traps. I've taken you in. Now here's the thing.
Taking you in?
Yeah.
I don't have much of a body left. I know that.
But I mean, if you lift, you're a natural mesomorph. I'm gonna go ahead and say that, and you put muscle on quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you haven't been working out though.
No.
How come?
I think I hurt my neck and I hurt my hand.
Okay.
And I
How'd you hurt your hand?
and I hurt my ribs. I hurt almost everything you can hurt in succession.
Okay.
For
He's like the Jackie Chan of
How'd you
comedy.
hurt your hand?
for 2 months, yeah.
How'd you hurt your hand?
I hurt something in here.
Oh, From
So,
what? From violin?
Just slow. No, I was doing some stretches back here one night before a show.
Oh, okay.
And some fucking lawyer dude was here, some old Hebrew fella, and he wouldn't shut up. And I got so angry, I fucking hurt myself. To be honest, if I'm dead honest.
It's
No,
not
that's
worth the
fine.
10%. I think we can all agree on that. Is that what you're saying?
So
I haven't heard the word Hebrew.
he said it. He said it
Oh, he
40
said-
times.
oh, he said
and
he
he gave
was-
me his business card. I'm not doing business with that asshole.
But wasn't your first sign that he was Jewish that he was a lawyer?
He kept telling me how Jewish he was and saying all kind of stuff that was pretty Jewish to me, it seemed like.
Like, I'm a lawyer.
Like what?
I'm a lawyer. I own the building. I'm
Yeah,
Jewish.
stuff
I'm
like
pretty
that.
Jewish.
Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on.
landlord jargon, you know.
Yeah.
Typical LJ, you know.
I can't, what is it, LJ?
Landlord jargon.
Landlord
Oh, landlord
jargon, yeah, you
jargon.
don't know
I'm
that?
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm slow to the draw
Like
on
you're
that.
not here.
No, I'm listening. I'm just fascinated.
Look, let's let these people go home,
All right.
man.
Theo, you're.
It's
this
been a
is-
long
What a
night,
nice
man.
surprise. I said to
Well,
Theo.
I came to
go,
apologize. I
"Come-
really want to apologize to Steve, man. I really am sorry, bro.
No, dude, please. When I moved to Nashville, I knew that Nate was here, Madigan was here, my good friend, he's passed, Ralphie May was here and always talked about how great Nashville was. And then when you came here, Josh Wolf came here, I was like, this is the start of something fucking great.
I think
There's a
so.
few other comics that I know that are coming here, and then this Yahoo over here. Hopefully we can get here. But
Yeah.
it's good to be
Bring it
part of
back
another
here.
scene, buddy, and it's always good to see you, Theo, my friend.
Theo
I've been
Vaughn.
waiting to see you
Same,
for a
man.
long time.
Thanks,
What
Theo
a
Vaughn.
nice
Yep.
surprise. Theo Vaughn, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
guys.
You guys rock, man. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Bryan Callen, Steve Byrne, and Theo Vaughn. Ladies and gentlemen, let them hear it.